meditative movement, or movement as meditation, really inhabiting the body as we move from pose to pose, breath by breath, moment to moment. And it's a shortened version of a practice that I offer on my Patreon, which is part of a bigger series or a theme that I focused on with my patrons, which was all about movement as meditation and movement as preparation for meditation. So I hope you enjoy this sweet little droplet. You're not going to need anything, just your beautiful selves. And we'll come onto hands and knees, all fours, to begin with. Knees about hip width distance and hands shoulder width distance. And just take a moment here, arriving. Bringing the awareness into the hands, the connection of the hands to the mat. Feeling the knees, the parts of the shin and the tops of the feet on the mat. And take a breath. On your next inhale, let's begin to ripple through the spine. Lift the tail, drop the belly towards the mat, draw the chest forward, gaze forward, arching into cow pose. And exhale to round and curl through the spine into cat. And just doing a few more of these at your own pace. Finding your own rhythm as we find our way into the body today with this gentle spinal wave-like movement. And the next time you inhale into cow pose, this little back bend here, from here we'll exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back into our first down dog. And give yourself a moment just to arrive and feel how it feels to be in downward dog. Different sensations in the body, some stronger than others. And we'll continue to flow a little bit from here, beautiful ones. So take an inhale in down dog. And as you exhale, lower the knees slowly to the mat. Take the whole exhale. Inhale back into cow pose. Lift the tail, belly drapes to earth, chest forward. Exhale, rounding back into cat. And then sliding the hips back to the heels, child's pose. Inhale, rising, all fours, hands and knees. Exhale, shift the weight forward, bend the elbows, lower slowly, all the way onto the belly. Cobra pose, low cobra pose, inhale, lifting the chest, drawing it forward. And exhale to press back to downward facing dog. From this down dog, we'll walk our feet forward to the hands, arriving at the top of the mat in a forward fold. Feet can be hip width distance. And then we'll inhale, hands to shins, lift the chest, lengthen through the spine, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Rise to stand, inhale, reaching up. And folding back forward, exhale, bowing back over the legs. Halfway lift, inhale, chest forward, long spine. Exhale, and fold forward again. Rising up again, inhale, feeling the feet on the mat as you reach up through the fingers. And exhale, bring the hands together in prayer in front of the heart. Let's go through a lovely little flow together today. Shift the weight into the left foot. Pick up the right foot for Vrikshasana, tree pose. Foot can be on the floor next to the inner ankle or up on the calf or a little higher on the inner thigh. And as you're ready, growing upwards through the arm. And the invitation is to be present in the transitions between the poses today too, rather than just pose to pose, shape to shape. So it becomes unified and whole, everything seamlessly connected. And let's turn to the right, open the arms wide. Little twisting variation of tree pose today. And returning to center, reaching the arms upwards. Stay here with me, take another inhale. And then as you exhale, release the right foot from the left leg. Draw the knee forward, soften the left knee and start to lean forward and slowly reach that right foot back through space. Deepen the bend in the left knee and let's slightly step that right foot back. Crescent lunge, like we're kissing the mat with the ball of our right foot. Take an inhale and then let's exhale, slowly lower back knee all the way down. Arriving in Anjaneyasana, reaching up through the arms, breathing in, lifting the gaze if you like. And exhale, hands to prayer. Let's turn to the left, right elbow outside left knee. And you might stay here in easy in-breath. Or on the out-breath, you might tuck the back toes under and lift the back knee up. Staying for the inhale. And on the exhale, we release, hands to mat and step our back foot forward. Arriving back in our forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. And rise to stand, inhale. Strong legs, lightness and buoyancy in the upper body. Hands to prayer again, exhale. So let's play with second side. Pouring the weight into the right foot, picking up the left foot. Vrikshasana, tree pose on this side. Noticing all the little micro movements in your right foot, the supporting leg foot. Reaching the arms upwards, keeping the steadiness, the evenness of the breath and a softness of the gaze. Eyes are relaxed. We'll turn to the left, open the arms, embracing space to the left. Returning to center, re-reaching. Take an in-breath here. And on the out-breath, release the left foot, left knee forward. And take your time in the transition, like you're moving through liquid honey. And lightly stepping back, crescent lunge. Next exhale, slowly melting, back knee down onto the mat. Full in breath here, lifting the gaze, lifting the heart. Exhale, hands to prayer and twisting to the right. Second little twist today. One more inhale. If you like, tuck the back toes, exhale, back knee lifts. Last inhale. And exhale, hands down and step the back foot forward again. Halfway, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And this time we'll turn the toes out a little, separate the feet a little wider if that's more comfortable. And we'll bend the knees and take your time to slowly lower the pelvis through space into Malasana, yogi squat. Lift the hands, fold the palms. And pressing the feet down, moving slowly through space today so we can keep that presence in the body as we slowly rise. slowly lower. So we're not dropping down. We're using a little bit of strength to control the transition down. And let's do that one more time. If it helps to stay present in the body, you might think about each movement being a way to paint the body through space. The next time you arrive in your squat, take an in-breath. Heels can be lifted or lowered. And exhale, hands down. Lift the hips through space and fold forward. We'll interlace the hands behind the back and reach the knuckles up and back beyond your tail. Soften the knees, press into the feet. Keep the interlace of the hands and rise to stand. Reach the knuckles back and down. Lift the heart. And we'll go back forward, soft knees. Open across the collarbones, bowing forward. And when you get to the bottom, let the head hang heavy, like a beautiful mango, and drop the arms. Let the hands fall to the mat. One more halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down and step sweetly back. Downward facing dog. And we'll just flow again. Inhale, down dog. Exhale again, lower knees to mat, tabletop. Inhale, waving through the spine into your back bend, cow pose. Exhale, rounding and curling into cat, hips to heels, child's pose. Inhale, gliding back up to all fours. Exhale, lowering. Each movement, knowing what you're doing while you're doing it. Cobra pose, inhale. And knowing that you know. Downward dog. Exhale. So let's do that one more time. Beautiful ones. Feel free to innovate or riff off what I'm offering here. Or just traveling with me. Knees to mat. Lift the tail. Chest forward. Lifting the chin. Rounding, curling. Hips to heels, creating the shape of a seed in child's pose. Rising on the wave of the inhale to all fours. Lowering on the wave of the exhale to the belly. Rising on the wave of the inhale into your back bend, cobra pose. Returning on the wave of the exhale to downward dog. And we'll take a last breath in down dog. And just returning to, as you did at the beginning in your first down dog, the felt sense of being in downward dog. How does it feel to be in your body in downward facing dog? And on your next exhalation, you can lower the knees a final time to the mat. Set the hips back on the heels. Lift the hands, fold the palms. You might even bow the forehead a little to the fingertips. Taking a moment, a gesture of reverence for these 15 minutes that you took to drop out of the control tower of the mind and connect with the body and the breath. Thank you for sharing your practice, beautiful ones. I look forward to practicing with you again next time. Peace, peace, peace. Thanks for practicing all the way to the end. Every practice I offer is possible thanks to the support of my patrons. So if you'd like to continue to support me as well as access full-length practices, meditations and pranayama, then sign up on Patreon. Thanks.